This is where Facebook is going. It's becoming a social engine, it's becoming a search engine, and today I'm going to reveal to you how it becomes a spender engine. I turn over 5 figures a month through a shopping cart that I've embedded into my Facebook profile. It's now covering all 3 components. That's powerful. Okay, so mistakes that business owners are making. The belief is that Facebook is a fad, and if I just close my eyes and stick my fingers in my ears, it might go away. You know, like, la la la, I'm not listening, it'll go away one day. It will not go away, it's never going to go away. This is the new media revolution. Santa Claus isn't real, nor is Bugs Bunny or the Easter Bunny. This is real stuff. This is not a fad, it's not some illusion. It is real, and if you're not on it, you're 5 years behind. People are banning Facebook in the workplace. Okay, so for those of you that are in business and you've got staff and you've put a firewall up and you're banning it, you are stopping your staff promoting your business if done correctly. I ran a Facebook workshop in Melbourne 2 months ago, and I hired a hotel very similar to this. It was on a Sunday. They knew it was a Facebook event. They supplied broadband Wi-Fi, but they had put a firewall on Facebook because they were scared that their waitresses and the guys behind the bar would be hanging out on Facebook. So that I couldn't get on, I had to call the hotel manager in to take the firewall on. That's a great example of Facebook isn't the enemy in the workplace, it's the culture within your workplace that they might be on Facebook doing the wrong thing. But if you manage Facebook correctly, I would be encouraging every member of my staff to be promoting, be proud of what they're doing in your business. So for those of you that are banning Facebook, you're missing a golden opportunity for your staff to become what I call brand ambassadors for your business. And that's what you need. It's an amazing lead generator. Now lastly, how many of you here are guilty of this? And I'm probably not going to ask you to put up your hand, but who here knows of the IT department that has been logged with social media? Yeah. So what ends up happening is that as social media has grown, businesses go, well, we've never had this in our organisation before. Who's going to look after social media? It happens on a computer, doesn't it? Let's just give it to the IT department. It is not the way to go. Social media is a form of marketing. And I'm in the process of putting together, I'm training up social media managers to put them into workplaces to manage the social media component. So I own a recruitment agency on the side as well for corporate businesses that I work with. And in the past I've recruited ad managers, communication strategy managers. Now I'm recruiting social media managers. Because the approach you use on social media is very different to what you would do if you're a traditional advertising marketing person. I hate cold calling. I would rather clean a loo than cold call. I procrastinate. I do everything to get out of making that cold call. And now, for the very first time, it's not cold anymore. It's not even lukewarm, it's red hot. When you can be engaging on Facebook and having dialogue back and forth in real time to the point where the person says, call me, or better still, they call you, the telephone is gone. The telephone is dead. Now, people say, go and look me up on Facebook. I even forget to check my emails now because I email via Facebook. Everything's done in social media. On my business card, which you'll get a copy of before the presentation's out, on the back of my card I have all of my social media profile names so that people can come and engage with me on social media. So those of you that really hate cold calling, the good news is it's gone. If you're on Facebook and you're starting to have this two-way dialogue going on, they're expecting your call. Or, better still, they're calling you. Is that Facebook is a party. Let me give you the analogy. You send someone to your website. They go out there into this big, wide world of cyberspace, like an astronaut on a bit of string, hoping that they're going to connect and find what they're looking for. What happens when people go to Facebook is it feels like a party. It feels like it's social, you can drop the P's and Q's, you don't have to be as formal, you have permission to be casual, and it feels like a party. Now we know that when people's emotions are up, meaning they're in party mode, they're more intent on buying. You know, ladies, when you're in a good mood and you're having a great day and you come home with all these bags of clothing, it's usually because you're having a great day, you're in a great mood. What happens on Facebook is people don't expect it to be business, therefore they're spending, believe it or not. It's a reverse psychology. It is a party, and you now need to learn how to leverage that through flirting and converting. Now, I've taken my client's name out of this. Well, he's now my client because he's had his Facebook account shut down. And let me explain what happened here. How many of you think you're pretty good at Facebook? You know, you're getting around, you're pretty good at it. You can be good at it, but you can be illegal. And you can get shut down overnight. Now, this is a true email that came through from Facebook, and I want to read it out to you for those of you who can't see out the back. Hi, your account was disabled because your behaviour on the site was identified as harassing or threatening to other people on Facebook. Prohibited behaviour includes, but is not limited to, sending friend requests to people you don't know, regularly contacting strangers through unsolicited inbox messages, soliciting others for dating or business purposes. After reviewing your situation, we have determined that your behaviour violated Facebook's statement of rights and responsibilities. You will no longer be able to use Facebook. This decision is final and cannot be appealed. This particular gentleman he couldn't even talk on the phone through his tears because he has set up a community. He's got a 6-year-old son that suffers autism, and he's built up a following of 4,000 people around the world supporting parents who have autistic children. His cause is amazing, and he's now lost 4,000 families that have had a reason to live now because this man has been doing some amazing stuff on Facebook. Here is a man that had 4,000 followers and said he knew how to use Facebook, and he got shut down. No question, you can't ring Facebook, you can't plead never to go on there again. So there are a number of reasons why you need to do some training on Facebook. One is to leverage it and make some money from it, but two, to not get shut down. Because this is what happens when things like this come out. You are now closed for business. You think about it, you're off there, you're never going back on there again. And if you're doing it incorrectly, then this is what you're going to have, closed for business. Now what I'm going to do now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go live and I'm going to go onto Facebook and just give you a little bit of a look around my Facebook fan page and my private personal page to give you an idea of just how to set up your account properly so that you're making sure you're driving traffic, creating leads, and the big, most important one is getting sales. So is that alright if I go live? And so I'm going to go through what I consider to be, just the basics, the non-negotiables. And of course, when you come to the workshop, you'll learn all the advanced stuff, but these are the basics that you need to have to make sure you're using your private page and your fan page properly. And the first one starts with your photo. You must invest in getting a professional photo done. The reason being is that is what is representing your business. Now remember, I'm showing you my personal page first, and then I'm going to take you into my fan page. And there is a reason why I have both pages going, to drive traffic for particular reasons. So some of you in here might only have a business page, and if you only have a business page, that's great, but your photo part will be your logo of your business. If you're using your personal page where you're a consultant, a coach, you might be an accountant, a doctor, a lawyer, where your personal reputation and credibility is important and you're building a personal profile, then you must go out and invest in a professional photo. Because we don't know you. We can't touch you, feel you, we don't know what your background is, but we can tell by your photo. I'm seeing people putting photos up of, I think in Facebook a couple of months ago, they put up a picture of a famous person that you look like. So there was all these Brad Pitts and Angelina Jolies walking around. And, people have been crazy and swapping their photos on a daily basis. You do not do that. You need to pick a photo that's representative of your brand. Now, my specialty in marketing is branding. Because branding is what you stand for and it's giving your customers an insight into what they're buying. So my photo is quite smiling, it looks inviting, because I'm a kind of hard-nosed, in-your-face type of person. I don't want that to come across on the front counter. I don't want you putting up Bart Simpson and Mickey Mouse. on your profile pic. You don't go to your dentist or your accountant or your lawyer and get presented by Bart Simpson at the reception counter. But this is what, this stuff here is common knowledge, but it's uncommon practice because we think when we go online that the rules change. Sorry, I've been in business now for 20 years and I'm still using the fundamental business principles. You wouldn't open a bricks and mortar business where you haven't got all the light bulbs changed or your front door looking nice or all of your merchandising out there. So this is your online equivalent to your store, and it is your photo. Okay? Now, you don't see Nike or Virgin or any of those people or Coca-Cola changing their logo overnight. The reason why I'm asking you to think about keeping the same photo is that when you get into Facebook and you're looking down the news feed, I bet you half the time people don't read the name, they see your face. They remember that face and they wonder what you're doing because they become attached to an image. Okay, just like we see red lights and we know to stop. When people see the photo, they know whose page they're on or whose news feed that they're reading. So I want you to also think about what you've got under your tabs. I'm not going to go through them now, I'll go through those on Tuesday with you, but make sure that you've got no photos in there of you in compromising situations. Because can I tell you, that's where people go. We all love a good gossip, don't we, yeah? So we're going to go and look in your photos just to see who you hang out with, what you do. I want you to make sure your information pages is all set up properly. I would like you to put in there your address and your phone number. And people go, oh, but that's breaking the privacy, someone might ring me. Yes, that's what we want. You don't have an offline business with no phone number or no street address. Now, we've got Regis in the room. My advice to every one of you here is to go and get a serviced office. Because when you go online, the public think now you could be a backyard business, that you're not the real deal, okay? And so they start to get sceptical, is this a backyard business? Then you need to make sure that you've got some kind of offline presence. Go and invest in a serviced office, go and buy a 1300 number, and so people are not just thinking you're an online Facebook account, but there's a business behind it. So that would be one of my big pointers. On your info page, don't put your personal home address there. You don't want people turning up at your house. Put your mobile on there. If the phone rings, that's what you want. You want people to ring you. Put your email address on there, and you've got to put your Regis address on there as well. Also, you can change these tabs here to suit whatever you want. And you'll notice here, I'm not going to go into it now, but I've got a big Shop Now button on there. Now what I've done, and it's too long to explain it now, you'll go through this next week, is I'm going to teach you how you can now put all of your products and services on a shopping cart that people buy through your Facebook page. Last month, and it was a quiet month for me, I did $15,000 through my Facebook account, through my Shop Now, and I'll tell you why it happens. It's linked up to PayPal. Now I don't know about you, but I don't think PayPal is real money. It's pretend money. It goes up and down, and I go to eBay and spend, and then I sell something, and I get money in. So what you'll tend to find is that when people are on Facebook having a beer or a champagne on a Friday night with their laptop on their knee, they're going and having a look around, they're taking a swig, and they're hitting the Shop Now, and before they know it, they've spent some of that play money called PayPal money. So they are spending money with you. All of my workshops, both my physical products and services, are all sold through my Shop Now shopping cart. And it can be all branded to be the same as your business. There's a gym that is, they're not my client, they're working with a colleague of mine. I'll give you an example of how clever they are. Have a look at this for an innovative, offline fitness business. Now look at their branding, fancy a quickie, $6.95 gym memberships, and look at what you can do here. Sign up for your gym membership straight online here. So you pick your membership, you click the icon, and there you go. You've now just signed up to the gym. Wow, clever, hey? So this is the kind of stuff, you're kind of joining the dots here. This is not a toy. It is a lethal weapon if used correctly. You can have money pouring into your account through setting up your Facebook page like you would a website.